pa.
Oo.
No? Minsan, I think also Hayes pulls up the Farsa. But, ang tanong ko sa'yo dito, Rob Luna, how about yung ginawa ng Onyx last time na I think ginawa rin natin sa mga pub games natin Solo jungle and then lane yung lahat. Meron kang isang designated jungle role.
Oo. I think it somehow worked for them. Pero ang pinaka nakita ko na nagawa ng Onyx against their previous match, was that the game? Yun yung time na nagchangaw si Wise eh.
Bumalik siya sa mage eh.
Yes. That was execration match. That was the execration match ng surprisingly, may Venus na hindi siya gumamit ng mage. Ang gamit niya noon is
siya, high loss.
Yes. High loss. And Jay was Natalia.
Ayun yung strat nila na si Jay ang main jungle, siya ang naka-retry. And then eventually, ibibigay nila kay Wise yung purple buff kapag late game lang. Pero early game, lahat yun na kay Jay.
Totoo.
At hindi siya nag-work against Exe.
Totoo. I mean, hindi siya nag-work that time. But, pwede nating pwede nating in comparison with this game, kung ang Omega, ang pinaka-enabler nila most of the time is yung the way na mag-invade ni Heat. Like, for example, yung ginagawa niya sa kanyang Johed, sa kanyang Hilda. Parang somehow namimimik siya yung support, parang iniiwan yung support and tank on the mid lane, and somehow the jungle yun yung umiikot up until na pwede rin pumunta either the gold or the XP lane. So I guess ang pinaka dito for Onyx is kaya ba nilang ipahintuin or kaya ba nilang i-show off si Heat on the early game? Yun ang
Malalaman natin mamaya. Kasi given talaga na si Heat, isa siya sa players dito ng Omega na siya nasa kanya yung tempo lagi eh. I thought that it was going to be Hayes.
Yes.
Pero mukhang si Hayes yung yung taga-alalay ni Heat kapag nasa danger zone si Heat.
Oo.
'Di ba? Parang ganoon eh. Parang Heat lagi una, and then kapag nakawala, popok-pok si Hayes. And then kapag mamamatay na yung kalaban, lalasitin niya JZ. Ganoon lang eh. Parang
Natalia and somehow the Esmeralda as well.
Natalia, Esmeralda, and the Uranus is a safe ban. Meanwhile, onyx-ph, same situation.
Those were hit heroes,
Double hit heroes. Kakabanggit mo lang. Hilda and Johed.
Definitely. Pero yes, ganito yung mga galawan ni Heat, pero hindi na isusulat din. Si Heat din ang magagaling din siya gumamit like hard tanks, like Kufra, even Atlas.
Atlas medyo nawala siya sa ating radar ng meta, pero kung open ng Kufra, pwede nga gamitin ng Omega. Pero at least mababawasan dito yung aggression ng Omega dahil wala yung Johed at Hilda. Ano pa ba mga natitira? Selena, siguro?
Yeah, Selena, which is a Haze hero,
Oo.
Oo. Tama.
Benan. Respect
ban. I mean, this is how onyx-ph na pinag-aralan talaga nilang mabuti ang Omega. These three heroes talaga were somehow key heroes for Omega on how they execute their draft.
Ito rin ang gusto ko sa Onyx nire-respeto nila yung kalaban. Sinabi nila walang threat.
Yeah.
Kaya tinatanggal and there you go, there's your choke.
Medyo honestly, I really liking the picks both of the teams, pero so far okay.
Show
kasi
Roger.
medyo okay na to eh. So ang na lang dito, it's either would they want to have the mid lane support na kunin na agad. Kaso nga lang, if ever mpl-ph will be picking either the Farsa or the Chango, mawawalan sila, most likely Omega, babanan sila ng carry.
Babanan
So
sila.
they really need to pick their carry here.
Feeling ko carry na.
Oo. It's either the Ling,
Ling or Lancelot.
either of
Or
the two.
Yishun Shin.
Oo, that's gonna be a wise hero. Oo. Pero kasi this past few games nila talaga, they're really placing wise on the mage na ulit.
Mage na no?
Ganun kasi
Oo,
talaga na-build up din ng Onyx eh.
Oo. Pero napili na ata.
And that's gonna be a YSS. Yeah,
YSS.
definitely. To be honest, isa yan sa mga sa mga highest win rate heroes ng Onyx PH.
Oo, favorite actually ni Wise yan. Actually, natuto ako mag-YSS dahil kay Wise.
Ay, okay.
May YouTube yan eh. YSS tutorial.
Ay, follow nyo yung mga subscribe nyo yung mga pro players natin as they've been doing their own content on specific heroes. So
Yeah.
pag kami nakikita kayo, especially on the MPL, na maganda yung galaw, like sabi nga ni Parang Jean, yung si Wise, gumagawa ng tutorial for the YSS, you should check their...
At mukhang favorite niya nga eh, no? Mukhang favorite nila. And
Yep.
Onyx can also play with the vision game. And this time, I like the answer. Kasi if Omega has the Roger and the Cho, they will definitely go in. So if you have a vision ngayon for the side of the team Onyx PH, manenegate nila yung pagpasok ng Omega agad.
Would you think this show is gonna be a tank show or this is gonna be a side lane show?
Yan ang tingin ko, Rob, na
Tricky
di pa
no?
natin malalaman eh. Kasi
May Yuzhong pa eh. May Yuzhong pa.
Laging may ganyan ng Omega eh. Lagi silang may
Dilemma.
Cho na lagi silang may Cho na flexible.
Oo.
Lahat sila kaya gamitin yung Cho eh.
Totoo. Napaisip din ako doon. Nga,
Oo.
lahat sila kayang gamitin yung Cho.
Kahit siya GZ eh. Cho. Pero syempre,
But
di na
well,
nakikita.
I haven't
Oo.
seen na mag-gumamit ng Cho.
Pwede.
Oo,
Pero,
no?
ang daming options. Pero, I think, if this is a Cho tank, Heat, I think, is up for debate na one of the best Cho players right now.
Oh.
And he's up against Jay, na isa din sa mga malulupit mag-Cho.
Maganda to Maganda tong nila dito So, it's either they get the Chango on the side. What do you think? Sinong team dito ang the best one to
Mauna?
get the Chango? Kasi parang yun na lang yung mga dito yung talagang pinaka-support Or
Chang'o Valier, no? Chang'o
Chango Farsa.
Farsa.
Oo.
Paunahan na to. Pick your poison siguro sa dalawang teams. I think uunahin ng Onyx ang Farsa. I think mas confident si Venus sa Farsa pick.
Yeah.
Tapos pwedeng Haze. Mas pipiliin ng Omega yung Chang'o.
What do you think would be the tank para kay Jay on this specific match?
Oh.
No? I mean-
back siya? Siguro?
Back siya. If they're gonna be picking a back siya, mawawalan sila somehow ng crowd control.
Oo
Na
nga.
parang
Atlas.
mahirapan silang yung mga pick-off.
Pili ko Atlas.
Atlas, yeah.
Atlas
Viable.
Kufra. Kufra is open. Pre.
Oo nga, no? Kufra is still open
Oo.
at this point. And somehow, Omega, I think, if ever, i-open siya ng Omega. So, yun na,
Oh.
tinanggalan. So, it's either kunin ng Onyx dito yung Kufra, then makakancelan sila ng Farsa.
Yeah.
Then either naman, pag kinuha dito yung
Farsa,
they're gonna be taking
Kufra.
the Kufra, then they'll gonna make this Cho on the side lane.
Oo. Pero pumili na ata yung Onyx. I think it's a Kufra. Oh,
It's
Farsa.
a Farsa,
So,
okay.
kailangan na mamili ng Omega. Is this a Cho support or a Cho carry?
And somehow, sino yung pang minion wave clear nila sa gitna? The only na available right now probably is the Kagura.
Kagura, yes.
Oo.
Kagura, nagkagura.
And it's Yuzhong. Okay,
So,
still,
support Heat.
yes.
Support Cho.
Support Cho pa rin, and of course, the Kagura. So somehow dito,
Kufra.
what's left is gonna be, Kufra really makes sense dito.
Kufra Atlas? Atlas kaya?
I think Kufra pa rin yung
I think mas
pinaka-the best.
Kufra eh.
Oo.
Oo eh.
They have to go for Kufra dito.
Or Tigreal.
Thai Grill, it's a Bren, no? Bren's recipe yun eh.
specialty,
So far
oo.
dito sa MPL Season 6, Bren pa lang gumagamit ng Thai Grill eh. Yeah.
Eudora!
Dalawang mage na lang, no? Dalawang mage na lang.
Oo.
Yeah. So, Onyx PH here taking the time on the life for the final pick. Will they pick the Kufra? That's the question.
That's a question, man. Balmon!
Ay,
Onyx to eh. Onyx
bahal mo
eh.
ni Iyak. Kaso hindi, medyan na yung hero ni Iyak.
May kalit
na
eh.
eh.
Oo. Malay mo, kalit
Oh!
support. Oh, PNK, yeah.
PNK.
We've talked about this.
Oo, this works This actually works.
But again, this is yung sinabi mo kanina na mamawalan kayo ng EOE, crowd control.
Oo.
More on vision ngayon ang laro ng Onyx and Pope.
From the traps. Kumbaga parang ang nila dito is going aggressive din talaga. Kasi kung titignan mo side lane wise, I would definitely go for mpl-ph. Both side lanes.
Oo.
Oo. I mean, ang sigurong makakasabay lang on the side lane was the Ruby ni Toshi. Pero Khalid is very strong on the side as well as Tams. At tingin ko, yan nga dalawang yan yung pinakamalalakas na mga side laners natin right now eh.
Tams pa rin eh, no?
Oo, Tams.
Tams pa rin. Dahil
That's the reason bakit pagka-pick ng ni Toshi, I mean ng hero ni Toshi, pinik agad
Ruby.
nila yung
dalawa
Tams.
eh. Actually, ang Khalid at Tams, malakas level 1.
Oo.
Yung Tams kaya mag-cut mag-isa eh.
Mhm.
Tatlong strike.
Tatlong strike. I mean kasi yung nasa spam mo kasi molten sites eh.
Oo, yung Molten Sights. At saka yung yung Khalid din. Sorry, yung Khalid. Tatlong strikes ng Desert
tatlong strike,
Tornado.
yung Desert
Nasa spam
Tornado.
din eh. Wala bang mana ang Khalid? Alam ko walang mana eh.
Wala siyang mana. Yung bar
Oo.
niya sa ilalim was pag napupuno siya, that's the reason nagkakaroon siya ng parang sand na skateboard.
Oo, Sandwalk.
Sandwalk.
There you go. Isa na namang hero na walang mana.
Easy.
Easy. Sabi na ata ni Kuya Munto, no? Gawa kaya tayo hero, yung walang mana, ha?
Oo, para hindi
Oo.
na mahirapan, no?
Oo.
No need na regen.
Wala nang bakbak. Ang daming heroes na walang mana. Ito sa Cho, ayan, wala nang mana.
Pero almost mimic yung dalawang playstyle nila dito, ah. I mean, talagang focusing on the mid lane, then just giving the side lanes.
1-3-1. Pero ang umiiyak dito ay si Iyakno sa baba. Rob Luna. Can you tell me more about dito sa matchup ng Yuzong Khalid, Rob Luna? Sino lamang dito, tingin mo?
Sa akin, once na mag-level 2 dito si Iyakno, I doubt na mahaharas pa siya rito ni Curtisim.
Hirap, no?
Oo, kasi sustainable na eh. Ang isang Khalid just going
Ayan
on yan,
lang.
katulad niya. Mag-heal na lang siya and ma-out-sustain niya na dito si Curtisi.
Oo. At walang pang-cancel si Curtizi ng Quick Sand Guard. Unless mag-Dragon Form.
Oo, unless mag-Dragon Form. So, medyo napalalim yata dito si Jay.
Oo nga. And Heat, look at the next level play coming in for both of the teams. Heat, alam niya na medyo lalalim si Jay doon and kumuha siya ng mga pokes. Ganon din yung ginawa dito ng Onyx. Hindi basta-basta nag-back.
Oo.
Oo, pumoke din.
Maganda. I mean, medyo quiet yung natin dito. Kasi nawala yung mga heroes na hit. Kasi nagiging aggressive ang Omega pag meron silang Hilda. Pag meron silang Jawhead. Kaso it's a different way ngayon. So parang hold na muna nila like a laning phase. Pero in terms of laning, lamang dito ngayon ang Omega.
Ang dami pa actually, I think tabla. Kasi lumalamang naman bigla yung Onyx sa gold. Dahil sa rotation ni Wise, and Lar almost getting Toshi. Here comes Hayes with the follow-up, and Lar moving in with the Molten Sights, and there you go! Sinundan, first blood. Masyadong naging malalim si Lar that time.
Nag-overcommit siya dun eh. Sa kay Toshi. Almost naman, muntik na rin naman niyang mapatay, pero medyo out-maneuver siya doon ng isang Ruby. But meanwhile, dito naman sa baba. So I guess ito, kayang-kaya naman din kasi talagang i-hold yung mga lanes ng both side lane. So parang it's the battle of the side. Well, at least.
Parang side lane matchup, hindi naging jungle eh.
Oo, it's a side lane matchup talaga. Tapos kumbaga both yung mga hyper carries dito ng just farm your way. Farm, kunin mo lahat ng mga jungle.
I think hindi din masyadong naging costly yung pagkapatay ni Dardon kasi nga napaback niya si Toshi, which is actually same levels pa rin sila ngayon. And then ang nakapatay naman sa kanya ay hindi rin carry.
Oo. Is this a smart way? Pero hold that thought. May laban dito sa baba and Jay will fall. I was about to say kasi na nilagay nila si Wise doon sa top but he actually has the jungle item eh. So meaning to say may mga nasoak up siyang like 1 or 2 minion waves without the XP. Pero siguro hindi niya naman ganun kaano yung XP. Still nandun pa rin yung gold.
Sa tingin ko ginamit na lang din niya kasi pag umalis siya doon, malulugi sila sa Ruby. No, kasi alam niya namatay si Dlar eh.
Totoo. Pero ito mukhang they would like to contest the first turtle.
Tingnan natin paano gagalamayin ni na hit to. As Curtizi will just farm up the XP now at level 5. Easy turtle para din sa mpl-ph and now, there you go. Hit! Masyado nang nahuli sa baba and now Iyakno with Raging Sandstorm. Siya ang ataking na tower dito. The Quick Sand Guard is not gonna be enough as Toshi will still defend this tower in the mid.
Okay na siya kaso medyo napalalim nga doon si Iyakno going doon sa may mid lane and medyo naka-counter kill pa doon yung Omega. But I guess that's still mpl-ph winning that team fight given nakuha pa nila yung turtle. And somehow, here, Wise, medyo hindi nahihinto yung farm niya dito ngayon, Manjin, ha?
Oo nga, men. Yishun Shin. Alam ko, ikaw, Rob, isa ka rin sa mga malulupit na Yishun Shin players. Ano ba ang kalakasan ng Yishun Shin kapag early game? Nakakapag-burst to, di ba?
Nakakapag-burst. Siguro Sa early game kasi, pagka hindi mo na-disrupt ang farm ng isang YSS, you could go for aggressive type of item. Pwede kang, binild niya na agad yung Raptor Machete. So it's up for him na kung diretso na kagad ng BOD. So pag yung Mountain Shaker Ball, lalo na yung mga squishy heroes, and here's the Gillette instant replay, may kita mo dito kung paano, but basically, Dilar nga yung gumagalaw dito on the early game.
Oo, men. And ayun, nakita, ayun, yung sinasabi natin, yung pagpasok ni Wise.
Oo, sakit.
Yung mga squishy heroes, Rob, ay talaga mapapatumba mo.
Yes.
Oo. I think, maganda yung point mo doon na talagang nakakapag-farm ng maayos dito si Wise. Meanwhile, for the side of Omega, kumusta naman kaya si Hajizi? Now at the Raptors Machete, 2-5. But look at the money right now. 3-2 against a 2-5.
Oo, totoo. Well, that's might be less than 1,000. Pero gaya ng sabi natin, YSS or Wise is actually going for an aggressive na mga items. So once na makapag-BOD yan, but literal, masasaktan dito, especially like the Kagura or even sila Toshi, di ba?
Masakit no? Yung poke.
Yung poke talaga, from the Mountain Shaker.
Yung Mountain Shaker. But man, going back to what you're saying, I think ang nahirapan bigla yung Omega dito, their side lane matchups, humiwalay na si Toshi. Hindi na siya nakilig. Nakikat na lang siya. Para kahit papano, pero Dlar still making the plays. Meanwhile, nakagat si Heat dito, hindi niya maabot.
Oo, naano rin siya na-hold siya nung nung Popolin Coupe.
Oo nga.
And somehow, Aji din ang susunod.
Oo nga, mukhang inaabol na sila Kuya Curtizy dito ng Popolin Coupe as the orange buff is still alive. mpl-ph. This is vintage Onyx, Rob Luna. And now,
no?
Parang bumalik yung nakakatakot na Onyx.
Oh, exactly. Ito nga yung sinasabi ko sa'yo kanina, na pagka papalapit na ang playoffs, mpl-ph, medyo nag-i-evolve yung playstyle nila dito. Kitang-kita nyo naman mga kaibigan, Curtizy dying under his turret at tuloy-tuloy na ngayon ang pag-snowball ng mpl-ph.
Pwede mo bang i-explain sa Onyx? Parang totoo kasi Onyx magic
Parang parang they're just trying. Hindi kasi mpl-ph is one of the teams din na hindi matakot na mag-try ng mga or mag-ikot-ikot ng mga heroes nila. Kumbaga, they just want to see what fits them best. Pero ito kasi sobrang ito yung pinaka-Onyx na nakikita natin. And what's good about this is Jay, sobrang versatile niya in types of ng mga hero na nagagamit niya. Diba?
And I think ang dilemma ng Omega dito is that hindi sila makapwesto ng maayos, lalo na si Heat. Pinag-usapan natin siya kanina. But meanwhile, speaking of Heat, look at that. Wala siyang mahuli.
Yun yung nagiging problema ngayon for the side of Omega. Hindi nila magamit as enabler or initiator dito yung Cho nila.
Oo nga Parang hindi na dito pumapasok yung Triple H na sinasabi natin kanina. Heat going in, support si Kagura, mpl-ph, they know that it's going to happen. That's why they're prepared na ganun yung mangyayari. Laging si Heat ang mauna.
I was looking actually towards now going into mid lane and late game. Kung sino ba yung mas kasi hindi pa natin talaga nakikita yung full team fight nitong dalawa. And what if magsama-sama sila dito? Would this Yuzhong make a difference talaga?
Oo, pag nag-dragon form.
Yan, for example, like this. Kaso nga lang medyo na-hold yan doon. So yeah, that's something interesting. And scaling din naman lahat ng mga heroes dito ng Omega.
But mpl-ph, they saw it. Alam nilang nag-dragon form na, so nobody would contest the turtle. And there you go, Rob Luna, yung sinasabi mong Mountain Shaker, ang sakit.
Masakit na, oo. Tapos well-placed din as well yung mga traps dito ng Popolin Coupe. And somehow, medyo nagkakaroon ng lamang dito yung mpl-ph in terms of the vision that they had on the map.
Yeah.
Tapos given, wala pang nababasag ang Omega.
Tingin mo ba na ang Ruby pick ay hindi pa rin pang Pryo? Parang yung kanina nakita natin Ruby pick, hindi rin successful na Pryo pick
Oo as a first pick talaga Parang I think the Khalid yung or even the Tams. I think the Tams game mo kagad na parang it's kind of questionable. Pero siguro hindi ito yung ina-expect nila during the early game. Kasi na-halt si Heat to be honest dun sa Cho niya because of the Popolin Coupe.
Napipigilan
Dahil sa traps. Mag-jit kondo siya papasok pero pag once na tinarget na siya ng Popolin Coupe, nawawala na.
Yeah. Ang mahirap kapag may kalabang ang Popolin Coupe, napipersa ka talaga mag-target. So yung pindot mo, kahit parang gaano ka kabilis mag-freestyle sa Cho, parang yung pindot mo may delay ng point something seconds yan Kasi pipersa kang targetin yung hero Kasi pag pinindot mo lang yung attack, yung aso yung tatargetin.
Yung aso, totoo yun. Pero medyo lumiliit na lumiliit pa unti-unti dito ang mapa ng Omega and somehow, Nagsusnowball talaga. Snowball talaga rito, Onyx PH. Look at that, mukhang walang takas dito si Maring Heat.
In advance pa nila, Heat is your sacrificial lamb. Shinut down ng Onyx PH dito si Mr. Fundamental. And naku po, coming in si Hayes dito pero yung aso lang inamula! Dragon Tail para kay Curtis dito. Isa sa outplay na kailangan dito ng Omega. Yun na nga yung sinabi mo, Curtis with a triple kill. The difference na ginawa ng isang Yuzong.
No, tatlong miyembro ng Onyx PH na hold talaga nila doon and Curtis getting the triple kill.
Oo.
Wow.
Yun
Wow.
yung-
Somehow medyo nag-overcommit yung Onyx eh. Kaso, hindi siguro nila in-anticipate yung damage kasi namatay na yung isa sa kanila eh, sa
Oo.
Omega eh.
Oo.
Tapos, ang gusto ko doon, yung counter-initiate ng Omega.
Ng Omega.
Oo.
Men, yung dito sa side ng Omega, kakasabi mo lang, mayroong magagawa si Curtizi pag nag-late game at nakita natin.
Oo, yun yung ano talaga. eh. Kasi kung iisipin mo, laning-wise talaga, lamang talaga yung Khalid over the Yuzong on the first 5 minutes of the game. Pero syempre kasi, yung pwede mong ilagay sa team fight, mas malaki compare sa isang Khalid. Kasi kung makikita natin, aggressive naman yung Khalid natin. Pero si Yuzong kasi, ang daming nasi-set up.
Oo, may knock-up pa yan eh.
Oo, may during the dragon form, ang daming na ibabatong mga skills. And hindi, to be honest, hindi rin masyadong napapansin dito si Haze.
Oo nga. Actually, si Hayes na yung, actually, para sa akin naman, si Hayes yung napansin na kahit wala siya, si Curtizi bigla ang papasok. Kasi naman yung camera natin ngayon.
Oo.
Highlighting Curtizi. I think this is the first time na na-highlight natin si Curtizi sa game. Kasi madalas sa side lane ang nagdo-dominate si Toshi.
Oo, totoo.
No? Sa karamihan ng games ng Omega. And now, Curtizi doing wonders for his team on this Yuzong. Mataas ang potential ng comeback dito, Rob.
Totoo. Pero we could be able na magbigay ng merit doon kasi tinarget din ni Toshi talaga yung YSS. So, hinook niya na kagad yung YSS para mag-traceless siya kagad paano. Then to the point na nagdikit-dikit yung Onyx PH. That's the reason na pagtapos ng Dragon Form is the knock-up niya yung tatlo.
Lahat.
Oo.
Lahat, no? So, it's still Omega with the synchronization of setups, no? Omega is also one of the teams na mataas, magaling mag-layer ng mga skills. And now, with that, may space na magagawa ang Omega dito, makakapag-farm si Hajizi. Hajizi still with no deaths.
Oo. Ang ano dito, no, something to note din with Curtis, hinahanap niya rin si Umay B. Kasi somehow, Onyx PH dito, yung main damage nila, aside from Wise, is Umay Venus.
Oo nga.
Kumbaga yung dalawang side nila dito is just sustain, parang mga pseudo-tanks.
There you go. Look at the Gillette instant replay right now, Rob.
Makikita mo, ayan, tignan mo dito, hinatak dito, nag-traceless papunta, nagkadikit-dikit silang tatlo doon, pack. Doon na nakuha nila. So, tinarget nila first muna si YSS para umalis siya, umuwi.
Ma-cool down yung traceless.
Then, that's the reason na biglang pumasok si Curtizi.
Wow, instant save from Team Omega, #save the day. Atid sa atin ng Gillette. And with that, nabawasan yung mga pwedeng collateral damage.
Well, still, Onyx PH pa rin naman yung lamang dito. Like, 5,000 lead against Omega. Pero, the comeback potential for Omega, lumalaki na.
Lumalaki na
Kaya sa
talaga.
in terms of scaling, I guess Omega still has the upper hand.
Oo.
Lalo na pagka napipick up na si Oh My Venus on team fights.
Kailangan lang ng Omega dito ng mga tamang pasok kasi ang taas ng AoE damage nila pala. Ang taas ng kanilang team fight capability. Kasi sa Onyx, Raging Sandstorm setup lang eh.
Oo, yun
Yung
nga.
kay Venus kasi yung ultimate, pwedeng madodge eh.
Pwede madali. Even the Raging Sandstorm can be dodgeable din kasi
Oo
medyo
nga
magta-travel pa siya eh.
Oo.
Oo.
Pwede mo makuha. Yung kay Toshi, yung setup ni Toshi, biglaan yan eh, yung site. Speaking of Toshi, oh no.
Nako, delikado Omega dito
That was crucial coming in from Omega. Heat, nakita ang daya nung traps pa rin pala.
Kitang-kita
Rob
nila.
Luna, oo.
Actually, si Heat tinatanggal niya with the Shunpo.
Oo. Pero, yung positioning niya revealed na.
Parang katulad nito, kita-kita nila kung nasaan yung mga miyembro dito ng Omega. That's gonna be a free lord for the side of Onyx PH. And it's also a wise move din na hindi na kinontest ng Omega.
At hindi makapwesto si Heat. Ngayon pa lang siya pipwesto. Susubok siya. Shunpo sa out. Here comes si Ace with the ultimate of the Yin Yang overturn. But Curtizi with another knockup. Comes in with Dragon Tail in. Here comes another beautiful Raging Sandstorm. Pumula kay Yakno. Desert Tornado out, I mean, as the Dragon Courtesy inabot si Wise. Oh, Wise with the trace test out. And the GZ nakakuha pa ng dalawa. Outplays coming in from Omega.
Yes, what an outplays. Ay, ang tanky ni Courtesy doon, dong. I mean, talagang siya yung yung hold na doon. Pero look, hold that thought.
Venus.
Makakahanap pa yata ng pick-off dito sila. Hit, Venus. Isang one hit na lang. Yun, that's gonna be it. Pinayong na lang. Pero ito, looks like this gonna be defended pa rin as well with Omega. Mukhang di na nila ito madidikiran sa kanilang Torre. So, now, nakahinga ngayon ang Omega.
Men, akala natin lamang na yung mpl-ph noon. Napitas si Toshi. Out of place si Heat. And the GZ with a beautiful umbrella overturn. And then, from out of nowhere, may Dragon. Is this ultra late game para sa Omega, Rob Luna?
Oo saka ang ginagawa nila dito ngayon, parang Manjin, parang ginagawa lang somehow tank si Yuzhong. Look at the items, Bloodless Axe going to Queen's Wings, now going for the Oracle. Tapos meron siya the Molten Core. So mainly, pinapagtangke nila muna for the Yuzhong and just giving enough space para kay HGC to get a pick-off.
And this is what you get with the sustain Yuzhong. Hindi mo nakakailangan ng damage item eh. Bloodless Axe lang, okay ka na.
Totoo yan.
Wow.
Actually, after nga yan, would you think he will actually might go for like a Dominance Ice or syempre gonna be safer kung mag-immortality na siya, no?
Parang pwede, no? Para hindi talaga mapatay kasi I think aware na ang Omega na hindi na agad na mamatay si Courtesy. And alam na rin ng Onyx yun. That's why Onyx is now being careful. And then sometimes ito yung nagiging sakit din ng Onyx eh. May times na lamang sila and then eventually after 2 or 3 mistakes, nagkakaroon ng tilt factor sa game.
Oo. Kumbaga yung power spike ngayon ng Omega, nakikita na talaga natin. Ito, I mean, the late game na mga heroes nila dito. And what's interesting yun nga, medyo nahihirapan ng pumwesto yung mga damage dealer dito ng mpl-ph, most specifically for Oh My Venus.
Oo nga. Hindi na sila basta-basta makakill unlike early game. So pumasok na tayo sa pagalingan. And I think, Rob, ito yung hiniling natin na mangyari sa laban na to eh. Yung ganito eh. Ganitong kadikit. Look at the score right now. Only 3K gold lead. Kanina pa yan. Hindi yan umangat.
Ganyan lang, no? Regardless na nakakuha na ng Lord yung onyx-ph. Pero kung titignan natin dito, going into the late game, look at that.
Oh my
pick
God.
off na naman dito. Yun lang maganda ngayon for side of Onyx. Ang bilis nila maka-pick off.
Oo. Kapag may nahuli kagad na saan yung Popolin Kupa, burst kagad. Meanwhile yung Omega, mas team fight eh. Mas 5-on-5 Royal Rumble yung gusto nila eh.
Royal Rumble. Ito, mukhang naghahanap na naman dito ng pasok si Heat.
Eto na nga, tumama yung Dante Split. Pero napakagandang dash out. The setup coming in from Toshi. Pero may mga dashes ang onyx-ph para makawala doon. Dashing through the snow is onyx-ph. Slip and sliding their way out. And now, 15 minutes. Isa lang ang patay. Hinihintay nila si Hayes dito mabuhay. Ultimate coming in from Parsa. Pero pumasok na. Toshi na naman! Setup mula sa kanya. Pero nandito na naman. Ladies and gentlemen, ang Dragon! Hinabot si Wise dito. Huli ka, Bechin. Hindi na sapat. And yung Dragon dito magamit prevention. Kinagat ng aso yung Dragon. Pero aso ka lang. Pero isa pa rin ako, Dragon. Hininga ni Courtesy ay Dragon Boom! Dalawa pa rin na namatay para sa onyx-ph at napakakunat talaga. Courtesy carrying this team.
Grabe, no? I mean, Courtesy, yeah, he actually died from there. Pero, I mean, nasustain niya up until the point na nakuha nila si Yak. No, even nakuha. Sobra yung habol na nga nila doon eh. Almost going doon
natin, pero Wise makakapatay pa siya ng isa because of the Mountain Chakra. Habang yung Dalton Spirit nandito na rin. Yung orange buff ay kinukuha lang ni Wise at ngayon, onyx-ph nag-aabang, waiting for the right opportunity to strike para makuha itong Lord. Tignan natin, we are having the Lord Dance, ladies and gentlemen.
This is gonna be the second Lord. I mean, masyadong importante na to on both of the teams. Kasi kung makikita nyo yung ginagawang play ngayon dito ng onyx-ph before actually mag-respond yung Lord is pinupush nila lahat ng mga lanes. Then unti-unti nilang chinichip yung mga 30 turrets dito ng Omega.
Para alam din nila kung saan pupunta yung Lord. At yun talaga yung mahirap din, hindi ka basta-basta maglo-Lord agad eh. Gusto mo yung wave mo lamang.
Yes.
'Di ba?
Pero medyo sin-spot out dito ni Hit kung naglo-Lord na ngayon. Pero somehow kaya na ng Omega i-contest to eh. regardless. Pero nandito na tayo sa point ngayon, Manjin, na yung mga fake lord
Hindi na
strategy.
oo.
Na parang pwede nating i-try makunin, pero if ever na i-contest nila, we go all in.
May mga reset, may mga may mga mind games na gustong gawin ng dalawang teams dito. Kunyari, nagtatago, pero bait pala. Nako, is this a bait though? Heat, flickering out, Raging Sandstorm. Nako po, mag-isa lang ata doon si Iyakno habang si Toshi mag-isa rin dito. 1-on-4 nangyaring laban. Iyakno ang una mga mula. Habang mag-abol pa kaya ang team ng Omega as mpl-ph magre-retreat na lang. 4 na lang ang natira para sa kanila.
Na parang napalalim sobra doon si Iyakno. He's actually chasing down Heat. Doon, and siguro nagkaroon ng miscommunication on the side na kung go ba talaga sila or hindi. Okay. It's time, I think they could be able to go for the Lord dito.
Batato sa support. Nandito si Toshi, inaatake na. Yung aso ay kinakagat siya habang si Toshi makunat. Eto na, the big black green, dragon. Nakalimutan ko nung kulay yan. Basta't namang ang Onyx sa galawan dahil napabak ang side ng Omega dito.
So ito na, nandito na tayo sa point na it's either pwedeng kunin to ng mpl-ph. Ang maganda dito, walang ultimate dito si Courtesy to be able to distract. I think mpl-ph has the upper hand dito kung go-win man nila ang mga miyembro dito ng Omega.
But this is Immortality, Cho. Toshi ata mahuli dito. Feather Airstrike, the Queen with a clutch pick off to get Toshi. And with that, Onyx will secure the Lord.
I think it's gonna be another 3 Lord for the side of mpl-ph. Medyo nadadrag sila dito ngayon on the Ruby of Toshi. Kumbaga, hindi naman siya yung parang dead weight. It's just that na yung binibigay niya sa team fight is na-amplify lang kung nandun si Courtesy. Yung pag naka-dragon form, nagkakaroon ng free Pero pagka yung individual, katulad kanina, na inattack siya ng Papalin Kupa, then suddenly, pinedered airstrike siya, burado na siya kagad.
Oo nga eh. Parang ang daming nangyaring ganun. Sa totoo lang, Rob Luna, to the point na puladong-pulado na rin si Toshi.
Yes.
Tapos biglang namatay na siya. Pero ngayon, Rob, anong mangyayari? Lord push, buhay na si Toshi, makapag-push kaya ang Onyx.
That's the question. Pero ang gusto ko yung ginagawa ng mpl-ph dito na halos sinasabay nila yung top and as well dito sa may gitna. Makita natin, Manjin.
Tingnan natin. Sugod ang Lord dito. There you go. Feather Airstrike. Basag na ang Torre. Omega still not initiating. May kagat na ginawa dito si Jay. Depensa para sa Omega dito sa bandang gitna. Habang si Hate kalahati na ang buhay. Nandito pa rin si Sidlar. Gusto niya i-Torre lang. Mount H Shocker pang zone out, backs out, ubos. Ang mga Torre ngayon ng side ng Omega. Eto na ang Dragon at umiwas ang Dragon. Dahil sabi ng mpl-ph dito, Torre na lang sa baba. Toshi, tinamaan! Naku po, ang hangin! The dodge coming in mula dito sa mpl-ph and Toshi running for his life. Oh no, my boy! Alam na wala mga pang-initiation ng team ng Omega dito. 52 seconds sa kanyang death timer. And now buhay pa rin ang mpl-ph habang si Heat. Tumatalo-talo na lang na parang bagong taon. Pero wala pa rin talagang napapala. mpl-ph gets that victory. Napaka-crucial ng laban na yon.
Yes, wow. It's almost that Omega, medyo nagkakaroon na sila ng comeback during the late game. But in terms of team fight, especially on the Lord, medyo na-outbest talaga sila dito ng mpl-ph.
Outplayed eh.
Oo.
I think, ang taas ng pressure kay Toshi, ang taas ng pressure kay Kurt.
And as well
para
with
ma-set up kay Heat, no?
Parang the whole time, hindi tayo masyado nakakita ng mga magagandang pick-off coming from the
Heat.
ultimate, from the yung mga sipa. Diba, most of the time, you would want to see Heat na makakakuha kayo ng pick-off, then suddenly, pwede nilang i-burst down kagad. Kaso hindi natin siya masyadong nakita. It's all because of the Popolin Kupa na nakatarget agad dun sa Chu.
Lagi, at ginagawa ni Heat yung best niya.
Yes.
To the point na si Toshi na yung nagiging initiator. No? At ginagawa rin ni Toshi yung best niya. Eh, alam din ng Onyx yun eh. Kaya hindi nila nabigyan talaga ng pagkakataon.
Totoo yun. And ang laking factor na nangyari na yun. I mean, doon sa specific drop, nakita natin yung weakness dito ng Omega na pag hindi yung mga heroes dito ni Hit, just like yung Hilda, yung Johet, naiiba talaga ang playstyle nila.
Naiiba at nade-delay. Nade-delay yung mga pick-off game. Man, that was a fun game to watch. Dissect natin yung game na yan. Pasan na natin sa kaibigan natin si Butters.
Onyx PH winning game number 1, and that was a game of superior positioning, draft, and team fight for both of the teams. And to be honest, I cannot ask for sa Onyx versus Omega. There are a lot of intricacies. Pag-usapan natin mamaya yung mga certain requirements nila, but now let's check the items first. Okay, so if you think about this, si Kurt dito in a way didn't really focus on getting yung damage items kasi may damage output naman siya, and he knows that he can be a bully dun sa mga members to the side ng Onyx PH, and what he needs to do is to get into the backline. So yun nga yung sinasabi natin dito, Kurt really did a great job into controlling anything na nangyari dito para sa game na to. This is probably, para sa akin, his best game on the Yuzhong. He knew what to do. And surprisingly, Heath dito, yung pagiging Mr. Consistent niya didn't really show. He was put in a spot na napakahirap talaga. Pero bago natin pag-usapan yan, punta tayo doon sa may kabila. Ano nga ba yung nagpahirap dito para kay Heath? There are a lot of things na nangyari para sa kanya. There are the Deadly Blades, and there is the positioning na nakuha pa ni Oh My Venus into scaling fast. So there are a lot of things na hindi talaga pumanig kay Heath, and that really costed him yung mga, alam mo yung mga little pick-offs na nangyari sa kanya. And think about it. Oh My Venus, kapag tinamaan niya ng skills dito si Heath, that could mean na matatamaan siya ng stun, and that could mean na matatanggal na siya. Especially Jay as well, isang kagat lang or one knock-up lang doon sa kay Popol and Koopa could mean Heath going down. And tatandaan natin, Heath only has one Shunpo. So there are a lot of things na kailangan i-consider dito. Heath kapag gumagamit siya ng show sa mga ganitong lineup. Okay, let's head on to the post-match stats. Pag-usapan natin dito kung ano nga ba talaga ang nangyari at ano nga ba talaga ang checklist nitong dalawang team na to. For the side of Omega, na-realize nila na yung lineup dito na ginawa ng Onyx PH, sabihin natin, ito si YSS, etong tatlo at this point, they are going to separate the lanes. And papansinin natin dito kung paano nila binabackupan etong dalawang to, yung Dilar-Iyakno connection. Once na papansin dito ni Venus o ni Jay na may nangyayari dito sa dalawang to, they would go there and they will equalize the lane. Okay, so once they do that, medyo nagkakaroon ng emphasis dito into Wise getting free farm, kasi nga yung dalawa or yung mga tao sa Omega, they actually react a bit dun sa ginagawa nila, not letting Onyx push din, kasi tatandaan natin, these two are very good at zoning, especially Oh My Venus at level 4. So, kung papansinin nyo the poke composition na ginawa dito ng Onyx PH, if you look at on the other side dito, they have a couple of hard engage, pero may isang requirement na kailangan dito yung Omega para manalo sila sa game na to. Kailangan ilagay nila yung tao nila mismo dun sa may ng Onyx. So what happens is, kapag hindi buo ang loob ng Omega in terms of going to the backline, that means napapunish lang dito si Yuzhong, napapunish lang si Ruby, si Heath napapunish lang din, and there are a lot of things na ma-offset dito yung engage capability ng side ng Omega. So what they did, they become very patient, and actually may mga onting clips ako dun sa highlights na gusto ipakita sa inyo that really showed na this is a very high-level game. Both of the teams knew what they wanted to do, kung ano yung mga requirements nila para manalo. So let's head on dito sa ating smart highlights of the game. And as you can see, they get first blood dito, and that was a really good answer for the side of Omega na pinuntahan nila yung pagiging aggressive dito ng ni Dilar. But then again, look at this. Kapag hindi talaga naaabot yung backline ng side ng Onyx, there is most certainly going to be 2 kills or 3 kills onto the side of Omega just because of the sheer range na meron dito yung side ng Onyx PH. And kung titignan mo dito, yung pacing neto, and this is one of the fights na nanalo yung side ng Omega. It's because nakaabot si Kurt dun sa may likod, dun sa may backline. At nagalit si Kaido kasi, si Kaido, yung Dragon, umabot dun hanggang dulo. And it really costed them that fight. And look at this, look at the punish. Nung sinusubukan nila i-take down tong si Kurt Z, nung nakita niya na yung Vengeance na region siya, ang ginawa nila, nag-turn sila, and they went for the chase. They got Wise, and tatandaan natin, si YSS only has one dash. So it's really hard to get away from the Yuzhong ng basta-basta. So you really have to look at this. Magdadash siya, but meron pang isang talon dito. Etong si Kaido, si Kaido tuloy, si Yuzhong. So there are a lot of things na pwede talagang mangyari dito onto the side of mpl-ph. Pero then again, sila pa rin ang nanalo. They found ways to catch Omega off guard, and yun yung ginalawan ng mpl-ph dito. And I would really like to commend mpl-ph. That was a very hard spot to go, na alam mo yun, para makakomeback, kasi talagang nahanap na ng Omega yung butas nila kung saan sila papasok eh. And still, you cannot count out etong ating runner-ups nung Season 4 and Season 5. They're still a really strong team right now. And in terms of execution, this is where mpl-ph shined. Kumbaga, in terms of decision-making, tinapos dito ng mpl-ph. In terms of teamfight capability, tinapos doon ng side ng mpl-ph. And I think mpl-ph still has it on their side, yung superior decision-making nila pagdating sa mga teamfights. Your smart MVP of the game, it's going to be Wise with the Yi Sun Shin. 91k damage dealt. Ang daming nasundot ni Kuya Wise dito sa larong ito. And if you would look at it, man oh man, 428, grabe yung Mountain Shocker procs niya dito. Medyo tumagal yung laro, and ibig sabihin nun, all that counted. And look at this, he has a defensive item over there, the Antikiras. So he didn't really want yung mga damage output dito ng kalaban na ma-burst out siya, especially the Queen's Wing. So there are a lot of damage reduction dito for Wise, and you have to look at this in a way. Kung itong tatlong item na to, yung apat na item na to, wala na nga siyang boots at this point eh. Kung itong apat na item na to, nandyan ka, nasa iyo lahat ng damage output, but you don't have this, at ibig sabihin nun, tumutumba ka lang, then that means, itong apat na to, hindi na rin nagmamatter. So that is it for our smart MVP of the game. High level game. I love it when I see games like those. And because sobrang high level ng game na yon, pakita muna natin yung QR code ng Onyx. Yung sa baba. Yan, support nyo yung mpl-ph. Show them your support. Kung hindi ka pa naka-follow sa mga social media pages nila, please do so by scanning that code right there. Pakita rin natin dito yung Omega dahil maganda rin ng performance nila into this series. And you really have to look at that Omega. I think this is going to be a long night for us kasi dun sa game na yon napakita ng dalawang team na alam nila yung gusto nilang gawin sa isa't isa. So let's see who will just make the most out of those requirements. But before that, isang requirement din para sa atin ang magpakita netong giveaway code. Para sa inyo yan. Kasi sumusuporta kayo sa teams, sumusuporta kayo sa MPL, and mahal namin kayo dahil doon. Dahil mahal ko pa kayo, meron pang isa. Yan. May bonus giveaway code pa tayo dito. Hindi ko sasabihin nga kaya mahaba. Ayan. Screenshot. Okay. At meron pa tayong mythical raffle draw. And pinadali ko na yung buhay nyo. Nilagyan ko na din ng QR code. So, just scan that. Join the mythical raffle draw. Remember, ang kakaiba dito sa season na to, sa season 6, is kahit regular season, magpapamigay na rin tayo ng skins sa mythical raffle draw. So you really have to look at that. Sumali kayo, 5 skins yung nakuha ng 5 magkakaibang tao kahapon dahil lang dyan sa draw na yan. So with that in mind, ang dami ko na nasabi dito. I think it's time to throw it back to our casters para makaabot tayo sa game number 2. I am Butters, and binabalik ko na sa mga casters.
Thank you. Ito, Ters, sinalo ko
Yan
na.
na naman, no?
Oo.
Kailangan ng mga viewers yan eh.
Oo, babato ko na sa viewers. Saluhin nyo sa mga bahay nyo, ha? Ayan. So, ikaw, na nanonood ngayon, saluhin mo to.
Oh, yun! Tingin ko nakuha. Nakuha. Yeah.
Nakuha yan. Okay.
Hit.
Rob Luna, man, I think hindi lang si Butters, no? I think ikaw din. Talagang intense. Ang sarap panoorin ng ganong klaseng laban. And nakita natin for the first time na shutdown si Mr. Fundamental.
Totoo. High intensity. Oo, na-OSNAT. High intensity match. Eh, nakita natin the weakness for the side of the Omega na yun nga, na medyo nawala yung usual nila, yung ginawa nila during their brand match. And what's interesting, no, sa bracket B, itong top 3 teams right now, nagsispiral. Like for example, what if mpl-ph could be able to close this game on a 2-0? Wag na disregard na muna natin yung mga points. Meaning to say, na 2-0 ng Onyx, ang Omega na 2-0 nila yung Bren. Then, I think Bren and Onyx, ang nanalo is Bren. So parang, rock, paper, scissors ang banat ng bracket B.
Umiikot lang.
Oo.
It's coming full circle.
Mhm.
I like what I'm seeing. Dito lang natin napatunayan na ang hirap talagang malaman ngayon
Mhm.
sa MPL o who is the better team, who is the strongest team. Lalo na nung nag-no patch talaga eh.
Yes.
No, may ganun eh, may ganung factor. And with this, paano makakambak ang Omega? I think na ang Omega, they know that was their game. That was their game.
Totoo.
They know how to win that. Alam nila, kailangan lang nila ng magandang setup. Kaso, hindi nangyari.
Hindi nangyari. And
Yeah.
that's actually thanks to the Popol and Kupa na actually the last pick from mpl-ph na nahirapan si Heat na maghanap ng mga pickups.
Ganda ng adjustment. No?
Oo eh.
At, siguro kung Kufra yun,
Mhm.
na sinasuggest natin,
Yep.
baka hindi ganun yung mangyari sa Onyx.
Hindi. It's actually not gonna work. Kasi, ang ginawa kasi lang, to be honest, ni Jay, whenever na magsusubok na pumasok si tatargetin niya lang. Then yung stun from there, then probably putting some traps. Yes, for example, medyo hindi naman nila hindi naman nila habol na mapatay yung Cho doon sa mga ganong klase ng situation. Pero ang gusto lang nila hindi mapasok si Oh My V.
Si Oh My
Or
Venus.
even Wise.
Yeah. And kung ikaw si Heat, kung ikaw yung Cho, ayaw mong gamitin yung Shunpo mo para lang makawala dun sa aso.
Totoo. Or even
Diba?
a riskier play na mag-flicker in ka, then ibagsak mo yung pangatlong na Jeet Kundo just to get a proper kick.
Oo,
Masyadong
mahirap,
risky.
Masyadong
Oo.
risky. Tanggal yung flicker mo, di ba?
Mhm.
Which is actually gusto mo slugging online.
Totoo.
Flicker mo sa mga clutch moments. So, moving on from that game, mpl-ph now, banning side lanes, still banning the Jawhead, pero they left someone behind. Nag-esme sila ngayon. May hindi sila binan eh. May isang
It's
hero.
Hilda.
Okay.
Parang they're actually opening the Hilda.
kukunin nila.
Possibly, it's either iban dito ng Omega or kunin nila dito. Pero I really like din as well the removing the YSS.
Oo.
I think, if ever kasi, pag tinanggalan mo ng mga comfort picks si Wise, na medyo nagbabago din yung strategy ng mpl-ph na parang napupunta si Wise dun sa usual niya ng mga heroes like the Chango
Oo.
na ginagawa as a carry on the mid.
Oo. Which is actually, I think, pabor din sa Onyx yun kapag nag-mage si Wise.
Yep.
Kasi,
To be honest,
originally mage siya
comfort pick na din talaga
Oo
yun.
Oo eh. So, open ang Hilda. Are we gonna see it? Okay.
Oo.
Alright.
So I think alam din naman ng Omega na na-open doon yung Hilda, and what they want right now is Khalid is open, Tams is open. They could be able to reverse
Khalid
the picks
Tams.
dito na ginawa. Yung ganyan
Ganyan
na ganun yung pinik ng Onyx sa
Oo.
kanila.
Khalid Tams or feeling ko Tams Cho. Kasi feeling ko pag hindi sila nag-Cho,
Kukunin ng Onyx
Kukunin
and
yung Cho.
Cho. Pero hindi.
pero may
Medyo
Hilda na eh. May Hilda na eh.
May Hilda na eh.
So, hindi na mag-Cho.
Possibly, unless they really would like to have the Cho on their side lane.
Pwede.
Diba?
Kasi Iyakno is also a Cho user.
Yes.
Hindi niya na lang ginagamit ngayong season.
Kasi parang kung titignan natin mga heroes ni Iyakno, parang mas marami siyang Balmond eh.
Oo, talaga. Totoo eh.
Pero kasi speaking of Balmond, si Iyakno tingin ko one of the best players dito sa MPL na gumagamit ng Balmond eh.
Oo, totoo. Nag-agree ako sa iyo dyan. Pero mababa lang ang win rate ng Onyx with it.
I see.
Oo, pero they did not go for the Khalid. They went immediately for the Roger. Instant pick
Oo.
para sa Omega dito.
And probably, I was thinking dito kasi, I mean, baka kaya fino-force nila dito na ang ma-open ng mga carry was like the Lancelot and the Link. And alam naman natin, hindi yun yung isa sa mga madalas na ginagamit ni Wise.
Oo, I think mas link si Wise kaysa Lance.
Totoo yun.
Diba? I think gamay ni Wise ang link.
Mhm.
Pero pira natin siya makita mag-Lance.
Yes. Oo. So, it's either Omega is actually forcing mpl-ph na mag-link dito si Wise. And
Oh.
they're not gonna be picking it. And I guess this Khalid and Farsa is okay. So now, it boils down kung paano yung magiging... Wala pa tayong hit hero dito, to be honest.
Oo.
So,
Hindi pa natin nakikita yung pwede niyang piliin. Mukhang Khalid na nga ang mpl-ph dito.
actually, pwede na nilang gawin ulit yung show if they really want that show.
Mas
Kasi
pasok,
since wala
no?
na yung Popol and Kupa eh.
Oo, mas pasok.
Mhm.
Kasi kayang makawala ng show sa Hilda eh.
Mhm.
No,
Or-
kaya niyang ma-out na Newber yan eh.
Totoo, or even getting the Chango right now kasi most likely it's gonna be one of the bands of mpl-ph dito.
Oo. Valir siguro? Ewan ko.
Pwede rin. To be honest, pwede rin yung Valir. Kasi, pero kaso nga lang, pagka nagva-Valir kasi, you wouldn't want to have your carry na
Chango
Roger.
na lang.
Oo. Kasi pag nag-Valir ka, you would like to be aggressive.
Oo,
And alam
ayaw
mo
mo ng
naman
Roger.
na ang isang Roger, napupuntayan mo na on the jungle and try to farm his first 1 or 2 core items.
Yeah.
Pero, pagka pumik ka naman ng Valir, you would want your carry as yung mga Lancelot.
Oo, yung tipong kayang mag-follow up sa stun.
Yes.
Kasi at least yung Chang'o, meron silang long range na endurance
Yep.
na damage. So I think this is better. So there you go. Omega now choking mpl-ph on the carry position. There's your lance. Ling is open for Wise. Are we gonna see the Wise Harriet back?
Hindi. Feeling ko
Parang
masyadong
Ling talaga, no?
masyadong
Ling.
far-fetched dito pag pumik sila. Well, okay naman. I mean,
Oo.
kukuha sila nun. But, masyado na silang machuchok for a Harit eh. Tapos given they already have... kasi ang mangyayari dyan, my Venus gonna be staying on the mid lane.
Oo.
And kasama lang yan ni Jay
Oo.
na mandi-disrupt.
Yeah.
Oo.
So what is the hero for Wise right now? Yun ang hinihintay natin eh.
Mhm. Ang kinakancel talaga nila dito eh, si Wise eh.
Oo nga eh.
Kung makikita mo
Itong
sa The
Omega.
Way Omega Drafts.
Oo. Ngayon, Onyx targeting Toshi. They don't mind about Heat's pool right now. Or pwede sila magban pa ng Kufra.
Yeah. Possibly. And even show it actually open. Tingin ko this is the right game na pwede silang mag-show. And now,
Yun na yung Ling.
Ling is being removed. So mpl-ph might want to go for like a Claude.
Claude na lang. Kasi Hayabusa is banned eh.
Oo. Yeah. Okay.
By the way guys, Hayabusa po is banned
Mhm.
this week.
Together with Barats and Badang.
Oo. Because of certain bugs, no? Na
Bugs.
inaayos pa natin. Oo.
Yes.
Pero ito na. Ruby naman. So Toshi hero talaga sila. They don't mind about Heat. Na-shutdown nila yun kanina. They know that they have a strong support. So, what is the hero for Toshi? What is the hero for Wise? X-Borg is open for Omega to take.
Yeah. I doubt eh.
Oh!
So this gonna be the
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 Cho.
Cho. That's gonna be the tank Cho. So yeah, it's gonna be a Toshi hero na may iwan dito. So anong pwede nating isipin for like a Freya? Would you think a Freya would
Freya
be
ni
somehow?
Toshi?
Oo.
Pwede.
Isa kasi yun sa mga ginagamit niya rin talaga eh.
Oo.
Mhm.
Okay!
Gary and Hill Kurt. This is a very, very aggressive approach coming from mpl-ph. Wow.
I think this is kind of greedy.
Most likely.
Kasi late game eh.
Yes. Well, late game. Nandito naman, kumbaga kasi ang banat dito ng mpl-ph, they have Jay and my Venus to hold the early to mid game
Oo.
up until makapag-farm tong mga to.
Oo.
And Dilar, sustainable naman yan on his own lane. Now, Omega-PH really need to go, aggressive.
They need an aggressive side lane. Aggressive side lane.
Yep.
X-Borg?
X-Borg, mabibitin sila sa damage. But, they're gonna be tanky.
Oo.
Oo, na pwede nilang i-out-sustain. Pero,
Ano yung pinili?
It's
PNK.
okay. So, this gonna be a side lane, Cho.
Side lane show, support Chang'o. This is interesting.
Yep.
Omega, I think they won the draft. Na-choke nila si
Si Wise.
Na-choke nila si Wise eh.
Oo.
Kaso, this is a Wise special.
Yep.
Carry.
Totoo. It's a Wise special, but we're not really seeing a lot of
Carry
na
oo
mga
eh.
nagiging success. Well, we do see it on NXP before.
Isang beses.
Isang beses lang.
I think isang beses nga lang din ata pinili yung carry as of now. Tatlo or lima.
I think Blacklist International won one time.
Na nag-carry din.
Nag-carry sila, oo.
Nag-carry din si Full Clip.
Mhm.
Oh my, this is it.
Wow.
Rob Luna, I think we're going to game 3. I'm gonna give the draft
Tumawag ba?
Parang tumawag eh.
Oo, baka nandyan si Ginoong Valdez
Mamaya, check natin, nag-text eh.
Sige.
Oo, yung, I think, pabor ako sa lineup ngayon ng Omega.
Mhm.
Pero still, this is Onyx Magic. Kasi, pag mayroon silang mga ultimate na mga AOE, like yung mga Hellcurt, ulti, nagagamit ng Onyx yan eh.
Mhm.
Na ano na ng Onyx eh, na, magpapagabi na ako ha, lamang kayo. Gagano lang yun eh.
Tsaka ano din no? Walang pwedeng pang-cancel doon sa Dark Knight Falls. Kasi 'di ba other teams, pagka may mga pumipik such as like Hellcurt, nagkumukuha sila ng mga Akai,
Oo.
something to hold while naka-ulti yung Hellcurt.
So, libre.
Libre.
Libre yung,
Libre
oo
ang
nga
paso.
no, teka.
Pero this is a very aggressive approach talaga eh.
Oo nga
No,
eh.
pagka hindi gumana yung early poke nila V ay maging disruptive masyado dito ni Jay sa
Oo.
jungle ng Omega, this
Madi-GG.
actually gonna be backfire. Magba-backfire sa kanila kasi yung tatlong natitirang hero ng mpl-ph medyo nagre-rely on items.
Oo,
On
totoo. Totoo. Winmal yung team ng Omega kasi, simple swag eh.
Yep.
No? Basic fundamentals, you have a popol in Kupa, Chang-O, pagkat stun, ulti agad, meron ka pang side, ang gaganda pa ng side lanes nyo. So, who knows, man, nasa kanila rin yung Tams eh.
Totoo.
And I think ngayon, Tams wins games eh.
Yes, Tams wins
Ang taas
game.
ng win rate ngayon ng Tams, talaga.
Sustainable
Grabe.
talaga kasi, no? I mean, sa gilid yung Tams, together with Khalid as well.
Oo.
Pero siguro ang pinaka dito, no, for sure abot tayo ng late game. Kasi we
Pwede.
do have here both of the heroes that could be able to shove lanes, minion waves, the Farsa and the Chango. So what we're looking right now is that how magpupunta tayo sa late game. If I think na maging successful, or kahit sabihin na natin dito, the mpl-ph, na hindi sila mag-snowball on the early game, but at the same time, hindi rin naman sila maubusan ng map control. I think mpl-ph has the upper hand. But it's actually it's Omega. It's Omega's time na kailangan sila yung magdikta ng phase ng laro.
Pag nadiktahan to ng Omega, I think snowball game.
Yeah.
Like pag level 1, mauna yung Omega, they will. Kasi Chang-O, ultimate, wala kang magagawa yung Hellcurt. Hindi makakalapit agad yung Hellcurt. Kailangan niya talaga mag-commit ng ultimate para makaalis.
Totoo yan.
Diba? Tapos, madaling matarget yung Khalid. Diba? Pag naka-quicksand guard, abangan mo lang ng ultimate pag natapos, easy damage.
Yes, easy damage. But ito pala, pwede palang ulitin dito ng
Omega.
Omega yung ginawa ng Onyx sa kanila because they had the Popol and Kupa on their last pick. Now, mobility din kasi ang galaw ng isang Hilda and this gonna be almost the same what they did on Hit's Cho kanina.
Yeah. But again, the difference, I think, Rob Luna, ng Hilda at ng Cho, yung Cho, wala siyang extra shield
Yeah.
kapag nasa bush.
Totoo.
So yung Hilda, pwede niyang gamitin yung extra shield habang kinukuha yung traps.
Pwede, oo,
Kasi
exactly.
yung Cho nagkaka-shield pag nag-skill.
Mhm.
And ayaw mo naman magsayang ng skill eh, di ba? Pag Cho ka sa trap. Yung Hilda, pupunta lang ng bush eh. Passive lang.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oo.
Pero, yeah, we'll see. We're about to see kung paano yung magiging approach doon ni Jay, no? Sa pag-invade dito. Kasi, parang magpa-farm lang din talaga dito yung mga heroes dito ng
Magpa-farm lahat.
Omega.
Oo, magpa-farm.
Well, most likely on Onyx.
What do you think about the Roger and Carry matchup? Late game. Parang lamang ata Roger eh.
Lamang yung Roger to the point na pag nag-like and pounce ka kasi,
Pag nauna.
well, most likely mauuna ka kasi parang, or ang pinaka catch doon is pag like and pounce, most likely magbe-build naman ng Wind of Nature yung ang isang carry. Pagkatapos ng like and pounce, you can Wind of Nature and Phantom Step palayo. Now, you're forcing, of course, dito si Haji na lumalim. Oo, pero the only difference on their draft is masyado rin silang squishy. Medyo malambot.
Malambot ang Onyx eh. Tingin ko eh.
Ang pinaka talaga nila is, ang pinaka time talaga for Onyx is during the ulti ni Iyakno, the Hellcurt.
Yeah. I think Omega, they clearly won in every parang sector.
Oo.
Kaya I am still putting the vote on game number 2 para sa kanila. Going back to the Carry versus Roger, I think there's a chance na actually madodge din ng Roger yung proc nung
Pwede, no?
nung Speedy Light Wheel eh. Kapag sumakto sa pounce,
Yeah, exactly.
diba? Pag 2 hits na lang, tapos biglang walang damage.
Nawawala, oo.
Nare-reset niya eh. So pwede eh.
Pwede talaga. Sas I think mas mabilis din mag-farm ang Roger. And even on rotation.
Kasi naturally jungle, yung assassin.
Kasi kung iisipin mo, kung ang gagawin dito ng mpl-ph, would you think ba that they would be putting Wise on the gold lane? It's like the,
parang exe. Yung may nakapiling ko, hindi.
Hindi, no? Kailangan nila ilagay sa gitna.
Oo.
Well, about to see, mga kaibigan.
Ay,
Electro Flash.
Oo, ilalagay nila. I think Wise is
Yun
on the
nga.
XP lane. At nako, I like it. Electro Flash, ang favorite kong emblem.
Nagbabalik tong emblem na to,
Oo. Sabi ni Wolf, di pwede gamitin eh. Ginagamit ka ng mga players eh. De, joke lang. Eto na. Bobby, nagkakaroon ng laban dito, Jay. At eto na yung sinasabi mo, Rob.
Oo.
Mahihirapan si Jay mang gangster dahil yung aso, yung doggy do, talagang kinakagat siya.
Saka kung that show was actually on the mid lane as well.
Oo nga.
So kung iisipin mo rito, sinide lane nila si Toshi.
Oo.
No? So ang parang ang side nila dito, pinapa-level 4 nila kagad dito si Toshi, and somehow both dito ng support ng Omega was Popol and Kupa and as well with the Cho.
Oo nga, no. So medyo nag-adjust din yung Omega talaga ng todo. Pero speaking of adjustment, look at the adjustment of Onyx. Iyakno main jungle.
Oo. Parang ano din no, sinolo nila dito.
Sinolo nila. Solo baliw.
Well, meanwhile, I think in terms of laning phase, medyo lamang ng bahagya dito ang Omega.
Oo nga, tignan natin dahil si Hayes tumatakbo, nandito na ang Agila. Curse of Crow, the impact of that Crow will connect. Calculated para kay Venus.
Oo, ang ganda ng pasok niya doon.
Oo.
No?
Kabisado, alam mo naman si Venus, pag binigay mo yung mga hero na may mga evening gown
Totoo Pang-rampa,
Pang-rampahan yan
Wings, wings pa ilalim ng tore.
Pailalim ng tore. The Queen.
Yes,
Siyempre.
the Queen.
Oo.
Namimiss ko din yung paglagay ng corona
Ni
Pag
Venus.
tuwing
Hindi
Grand
na kasi
Finals.
natin nakikita kasi
Oo nga
hindi live
Yes.
Oo Pero nakita mo naman yung setup nila. Parang si Venus talaga yung
Yung the Queen.
Yung
Nandun sa
the
pinaka-dulo
Queen
ng table, yes.
Oo Doon diba doon naman po peso lagi ang mga
Mga dugong bughaw.
mga dugong bughaw
Oo.
Oo. So, eto na. Speaking of bughaw, bugbugan dito sa gold lane. Sina Toshi and si Wise. Onyx lang nagpo-pull off nito, no? Yung merong certain jungle. And Venus at level 4. Look at the levels right now. Heat level 3. Tumatagilid yung Cho na naman ni Heat sa levels. And Courtesy also level 3.
Oo, pero medyo malalim si Jay dito.
Oo nga.
Jin,
Ayun na nga, Raging Sandstorm. Pero mas masakit pa rin yung burst of the Phoenix. Oh my Venus. Helping his allies in the bottom side. And now, papasukin pa ba nila si Kurt? No. Kurt will just spam the wave and then he will go out.
Oo, medyo bad news to na-pick off dito si Haji.
Oh.
Oo, so medyo mahal dito yung farm niya and tuloy-tuloy ngayon yung nagiging farm ni Wise.
Yeah. Wise, dire-diretso. Hindi rin siya mahabol kagad because of the electro flash. Tapos flicker. Meanwhile, Haji, ang mahirap kasi kapag namatay ka tapos ikaw yung may rent 3. Nalalaman kaagad ng kalaban na pwede sila mag-turtle Pwede sila mag-jungle.
Totoo, pero ito na, the Gillette instant replay. Dito medyo napalalim si Jay, pero I guess Onyx pa rin naman yung nanalo dito on this engagement. Look at Venus. Wow. I think my Venus medyo siya yung nagsaset ng tempo dito sa buong sa laro natin on the second game.
Parang gana, no? Kasi ang aga niya mag-level 4.
Totoo.
Bilang Parsa.
Parang no? Would you think na dalawa yung parang naging kinulang sa damage? Yung Omega, specifically sa gitna.
Kasi, kasi Popol.
Oo, kasi yung Popol Kumbaga parang ang nangyari sa kanila, they're just holding the mid lane with Show and as well with Popol and Kupa while sacrificing their side lane. Unlike dun sa may tamo sa baba.
Parang pwede nga,
Oo,
no?
so yung top lane, medyo libre.
Oo. Para kay Wise, actually ginagawa lang ni Wise, iwas pusoy At hindi rin siya matarget ni Toshi. At ngayon, eto na ang ibon na naman.
God.
Oh my V, catching Haze, but Haze will survive. There you go. Oh! That was aggressive coming in from Wise. Yun ang ayaw mo kapag Karik at may kalabang ka Popolin Kupa. Hindi. Yung shurikens minsan pwedeng matarget yung...
Totoo.
Yung
Pero
aso,
no, kung makikita mo doon, ganun ka-aggressive ang mpl-ph on their line na both Wise and as well with my Venus flickering in sa mga members dito ng Omega.
Napaka-aggressive ng Onyx at napaka-aga ng items. Look at Blar and Wise. Robluna, buo na yung first item nila ng 5 minutes.
Yes, and it's actually this gonna be a bad news for Omega, mga kaibigan. Kasi no, medyo iniba nila yung setup nila on the mid lane. I was actually looking towards na baka yung si Haze yung gumamit doon sa gitna ng Chango to be able to shove the lane. Kaso iba ang nangyari, si my Venus yung medyo nagkaroon ng items, naging aggressive on his hero and it's actually biting off the side of Omega ngayon.
So parang ang naisip mo talaga Popol in Kupa and Chang'o, no?
Yeah,
Na support. Tapos Cho probably can harass the carry. No?
Ano kasi-
ang playan yan Cho carry
Totoo. I mean, lugi sila sa poke
Oo.
Doon sila nalugi sa poke talaga Kung makikita mo, yung damage ni my Venus, specifically on the early game, the first 5 minutes, ramdam mo talaga Once nung nag-level 4 siya, nahihirapan na ang Omega.
Kasi kung may Chang'o din siguro na isang kasama, I get your point medyo may labanan ng skill shots.
Yep.
But again, this is Omega. I think the adjustment that they also did that they want to give Toshi that early level 4, early level 7. But let's see, can they pull off an outplay? Can they pull off a pick? Kasi ayun, sinipa nga ni Heat, but nothing happened.
Medyo desperate na yun kung tutuusin. Kasi for example, walang direct na papatay talaga doon, even na sipa yun. Siguro under the turrets pwede.
Oo, pero napakahirap talaga, wala pang sipa si Heat dito at na-silence. Debated.
Medyo it's actually it's really sad to see that Heat is actually underperforming dito sa Cho na tank niya.
Oo, that was a debate from Onyx PH. alam ng Onyx na wala ng Way of the Dragon. Nakita mo yun? Parang na-report bigla ni Jay. Oh, ginamit na. Oh, cooldown na yan. Nasaglit, ha?
Totoo. So, oh my God. We were actually looking that mpl-ph dito, they're the team na medyo mas aggressive yung approach, medyo damage potential even on going into the late game is mas makakalamang sila given meron sila ditong marksman in the form of Wise, the carry the Electro Flash. 0-0 KDA siya dito.
Wow.
Pero kung iisipin mo, well-farmed itong carry na to.
Ang dami niyang nakuhang farm in this battle. Good thing though that Omega, nakuha nila si The Queen.
Yeah.
Oh my Venus. Ito na ba ang opening? Para sa Omega. Tingnan mo, oh, sinasayawan ng mga between. Oh, grabe.
Medyo kulang eh. Honestly,
Kulang.
kulang talaga eh. Yung
Oo.
approach dito eh. But I guess, Omega needs to have an opening ngayon. Kasi hindi nila pwedeng hintayin yung late game.
Oo. Malulugi sila.
Mas malulugi sila.
There you go. That is a pause, ladies and gentlemen.
Mhm.
Requested by Omega. And I think they're struggling right now, Rob Luna. Kasi yung early game na sinasabi mo kanina, did not happen for them.
Oo eh. Actually, hindi iba kasi yung naging setup nila eh, di ba?
Oo.
Parang yung ang nangyari kasi sa gitna, they have the Papalen Kupa and as well with
Cho.
that show, okay?
Oo.
So, Haji, of course, with the Roger, hindi naman yan sasama on the pokes eh. So, ang naiwan doon na magkalaban is both supports. And
Oo.
alam naman natin na mas lamang in terms of poke ang isang Farsa.
Farsa, yeah.
Oo. Tapos, given on the top lane, yes, siguro nakarest doon ni Toshi on the first 5 minute doon sa taas yung carry, pero hindi naman niya napatay eh.
Oo, eh. Parang nalugi kasi si Oh My Venus, ang pagkakaiba, nakapatay siya eh.
Yes, nakapatay
Tapos
siya.
siya yung nag-solo mid XP.
Totoo. Tapos mas nagiging reactive kasi yung Omega specifically dahil nga doon sa Farsa na once no nag-level 4 siya, ang bilis na ng pag-shove nila ng lanes. Given yung rotation din as well. Kung makikita mo on the early game, si Iakno, aggressive din sometimes kumuha ng mga jungle. Minsan kumukuha siya ng jungle doon mismo sa Omega.
Kanina, no?
Oo, kasi doon sa may bandang bottom lane, kasi hindi naman masyado makaalis si Tams
Oo.
na para pumunta sa sarili niyang jungle. So, ang kumukuha nun was actually Iakno.
Si Iakno kasi nahaharangan dito si Curtizy ni kaibigan Dlar.
Yes, ni Khalid.
Oo, I
kumbaga parang may sarili silang mundo doon sa may bot lane na hindi na nagkakaroon ng time na umalis pa si Curtizy.
Yun ang maganda sa Khalid. Actually, pwede mo gawin yung cut na yun eh. Dahil sa sa Desert Tornado. And I think na-utilize ng Onyx na maayos yun to the point na hirap na ang Omega. But then again, Rob Luna, this is Omega. Nakaka-pull off sila dito ng mga malulupit na outplays. Pero speaking of outplay, oh no. Iakno with a pick-off.
Yes, with a pick-off. Grabe, no? Kung isipin mo, no, even Dilar dito has an execute.
Oo nga.
As in talagang yung the way mpl-ph talaga dito, they really want to go all in. Kumbaga, the best defense is still offense pa rin para sa side ng mpl-ph.
At ibang klase. Omega ngayon, tambak sila. How can they come back from this, Rob Luna? Kailangan nila ng mga ganitong pick-offs. Ulti coming in from Toshi. There you go.
It's a start.
Oo, umpisa.
Umpisa. Pero ang pinaka talaga nila dito, siguro, they could start to chip down turrets specifically siguro on bottom lane or at least on mid lane. Pero kung iisipin natin, let's for example, madrag out to. 6,000 lead dito for mpl-ph. Madrag out to ng Omega to the point like a 50,000 na dikit ng network. So meaning to say, 50,000, almost the same na yung mga item. Regardless na maraming patay yung Omega or hindi sila nakakahabol sa map control, may item naman yung mga cores nila. So, there's a big possibility na makapag-burst down sila. Specifically with Haji, with the Lycan Pounds kay Iakno, kay Wise, and Oh My Venus. Itong mga heroes pa rin naman. Yes, of course, they do have damage, but at the same time, mababa yung mga HP nila.
Naturally squishy. Itong mga heroes ng mpl-ph at kayang mapitas talaga pero I know, oh no, this is not the right target for Jay. Habang yung meteor shower nandun pa rin, buhay pa rin dito si kaibigan Dlar. Even though there is a quick sand card cancel, pero still, ang nakapatay pa rin ay ang mpl-ph.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, nandito pa si Iakno!
Do you think, I was looking at hit, no? I mean, actually alam niya eh. It's actually Hilda eh. It was actually tilting that time. Kumbaga ilang beses niya nang sinisipa yung Hilda. Pero laging, parang nasasayang yung initiation nila.
Oo, kapag ganong choke ka kasi, yung mga ganong situation, tapos kalaban mo mga malulupit din, reaction time na yun na mabilis talaga dapat.
Parang kung sino lumabas dito, yun na. Tapos burst na natin gagad. Pero kasi, that's not working for them eh.
I think ino-hope niya na makuha sana si Dlar.
Yeah,
But I think, hindi na siya nagkaroon ng time to target. Kasi kapag tinarget niya pa yun na split second, siya yung madadali agad.
Totoo yun. Kumbaga, reaction time na, ito na agad yung nasipa. Nandyan na yan,
Oo,
tuloy na
nandyan na
natin.
yan. Oo.
Pero it's not the right call for that moment kasi still, Jay dito, hindi niya pa natitrigger dito yung kanyang passive, sobrang tanky pa rin niya.
Ang tanky talaga. Yung Hilda talaga, men. Easy push.
Eto na.
Ayan na. Nako, sino kaya masisipa ni dito? Actually, nasipa niya si Venus. But there you go, ultimate coming in from Venus. Habang makakuha ng isa dito ang Omega. Yun, nakakuha sila ng isa. Pero, iyak with Deadly Poison Stinger pa din. At umaatake na. Pati si Wise, galit na sa aso.
Oo.
Galit na sa aso si Wise.
Actually, it's a good pick-up at least. They actually got the lure, to be honest, and hit on its exchange. Yun nga lang, sa nangyayari na yon, it's just only a diversion. Dahil nakuha doon yung Lord.
Oo nga. Ang bilis naman ng proc nung carry.
I mean,
Oo.
the damage dito talaga ng Onyx PH, talagang outstanding na. Kaya actually both, even Wise, even Iyakno, kayang-kaya nilang patayin kagad tong level 1 Lord.
Oo, isang mabilis lang to. Tignan natin ha, kung kaya rin ng Omega patayin itong level 1 Lord dito, na paggamit na ng Meteor Shower and Heat. Oh no, he is melting down doon sa damage output ni Wise. Wise, wala pa siyang nakukuha kahit di isang assist.
Oo, no, talagang
Hindi.
0-0-0, no?
Hindi kailangan.
Oo.
What is KDA para kay Wise?
What is KDA nga talaga. Pero ito, look at how Oh My Venus zoning out the rest of Omega PH, mga
Boom.
kaibigan.
Sakit. Grabe si Venus dito. You don't give the Farsa, I think. And oh no, Iyakno back at the true form. And now, there you go. The stickers coming in. At galit lang si Wise doon sa Doggy. Pero pabuo na dito ang mga items. Rob Luna,
Ganda.
pang ilang beses na natin sasabihin, ilang pick-ups pa ba ang kailangan ulitin? Ilang pick-ups pa ba ang uulitin? Nagiliw ko ng Omega.
Oo, totoo. Pero ito kidding aside mga kaibigan, gusto ko yung ginawa ni Iyakno. Nung nag-Dark
Kanina.
Knight Fall siya doon, he
Oo.
actually didn't even target any heroes. Dark Knight Fall's objective, alis.
Oo, no?
This is the very disciplined Onyx PH. This is the Onyx PH that we're used to see na nagsashine during playoffs na.
Oo, parang tinigil na nila yung kaka-TikTok ngayon.
Oh,
Parang binigay na lang nila kay Basic.
Pwede,
at saka kay
pwede.
Clar.
Kay
Oo.
Dilar. Actually, baka isa nga yun sa nakakatulong sa kanila kasi nakakatanggal ng stress.
Yung
Oo,
TikTok.
the
Pwede,
TikTok,
pwede.
yes.
Kala
Oo.
ko kasi na sobrahan din sila sa TikTok eh.
Oo.
Oo.
Totoo.
Pero mainit pa rin eh.
Mainit pa din Pero we're still not counting out Omega dito. Pero mga kaibigan, this is almost a 10,000 lead for the side of Onyx. And given the heroes na meron sila dito, still, I think Heat could be able to pull up something dito mga kaibigan. Wala namang Purify dito ang Onyx PH. They could be able to kick Iyakno or somehow Wise and get a -1 and probably win from there.
But I think the problem here, Rob Luna, kapag siguro nasipaan nila dito ang isang hero ng Onyx na crucial, dapat Iyakno talaga.
Oo.
Hindi pwedeng iba.
Hindi.
Kasi may paggabi eh. Pag may nakunyari, nasipa mo si Dlar, si Venus, paggabi lang. And mahihirapan na yung Omega to market.
Totoo yan. At saka no, nakikita ko rin, maganda rin naman yung pagiging aggressive as well ni Heat. Kung nakita mo, naganda nung jet condo niya doon kila Oh My V. Yun nga lang kasi, the follow-up, medyo nabibitin. Kasi for example, tumalon doon si Heat, then somehow kick. Medyo di ba, yung sipa nga niya is palayo. Napalayo niya. Medyo pilit yung pagsipa doon sa may Farsa.
Yun yung mga feeling kong type ng sipa na wala na eh. It's do or die eh. Kasi kapag hindi niya ginawa, baka mas grabe pa yung mangyari.
Totoo.
Mas lalong grabe pa na mag-snowball na magbugbog sila. Baka hindi aabot sa ganitong sitwasyon ngayon kung hindi niya
kung paano nila i-contest dito yung Lord.
And Omega, alam nila to. Nung nakikita na nila si Hellcourt sa taas, alam na nila yan na mag-Lord na. There you go, inabangan na. Nakaano na sila, spider sense na to ng Omega at naririnig na nila. What can Omega do? Rob Luna, mukhang libre. Nireset pa ni Wise.
Medyo nasobra.
Nasobra.
Ang bilis kasi nung nasalita Wanderer niya.
Kasi magkakaroon ng laban. Meteor Shower is on cooldown.
Nako, medyo na-bait yung mga ulti dito ng Omega. And this gonna be the right time para kung look at that.
Belis.
Look at that. Nakuha agad. Look at the damage doon. Kuha agad yung level 2 Lord.
At nagpagabi na. Si Iyakno, huli ka, hangin. Hinuli nilang yung hangin. Nag-shadow boxing lang siya, pero eto na ata ang unang assist para kay Wise. And Rob Luna, Omega, ang hirap na.
Oo.
Akala ko kanina, sobrang nag-fail yung attempt ni Wise kasi nagamit yung Lito Wonder. Masyadong mabilis.
Bumili. Hindi nakahabol si Lord.
Oo.
Sa, easy ka lang, easy ka lang. Pero anyway guys, ito na ang pasok dito ng Onyx PH.
Mukhang ito na nga. Kalahati na ang buhay ng tower dito, Rob Luna, and there you go. Onyx PH, is this the final push? Go, Onyx!
Ang ano, no? Astig nung ano nila, nung
Sila
taker.
lang may ganun, tsaka aura eh.
Oo. Go, Onyx!
Here we go. Omega, ladies and gentlemen. Ayun na, pinilit na. There you have it. I think it's GG. Onyx PH back at their true form, ladies and gentlemen. Habang matake lang doon si Wise for the first time. Nakakuha siya ng kill. And 2-0. Onyx Magic is back. And nag-TikTok na agad si Dlar. Nag-TikTok na agad.
Sabi sa'yo, nakakadagdag ng stats yan eh.
Pala ng
See?
stats.
TikTokerist.
TikTokerist. Si Tori, nasa na si Tori?
Wala ba? Wala ba si Tori?
Wala ba si Tori? Tori. Wala
Tori
Tori.
Yams.
Tori Yams. Wala si Tori
Sila
Yams.
Mili, ayan.
Ah,
Shoutout
oo.
sa mga kaibigan natin dyan sa Onyx PH. But anyway, congratulations of course to Onyx PH. That was a huge victory. 2-0 for Omega.
Oo. At ayun si Tori. Pumiplex.
Wow.
Man, nag-agree ako sa'yo dito na that was so crucial. And it's the first time that I've seen Omega in the whole season na ginulantang.
Exactly.
No?
I mean, sabihin na natin, this could be definitely this gonna be a 2-1 eh. In regardless who might actually win.
Oo.
Pero with this kind of superiority, during the matches, during the draft, Onyx PH, they're actually going back kung ano talaga sila specifically going into playoffs.
Parang no stress eh.
Oo.
Nawala
Ganun
yung...
eh.
Nawala yung...
Ganun
Mga
eh. Tingin ko talaga eh. Check ko nga yun mamaya.
Mga ganun eh, no?
Oo.
Oo. By the way, what is now going through the minds of Omega? Kasi they want to Bren.
Yes.
That was a dominant performance. They also dominated someone. I think that was BSB.
Aha.
And then now they're up against Onyx. It goes to show na hindi dapat makampante ang Omega dito.
Totoo yan. Hindi talaga. I mean, to be honest, kahit sinong team talaga bawal makampante. But I guess they really need to work on their mid lane. Kasi parang both games, medyo nahirapan sila doon sa mid lane. Their side lane was okay, but their mid lane wasn't.
Oh my, I hope na makarecover ang Omega dyan. We have ourselves an intense MPL. Boys and girls, up next, it's going to be Aura PH versus NXP. Abangan natin yan. Pero syempre, bato muna natin sa ating resident analyst. Butters, ikaw naman.
And Aura PH yung next. And this is going to be Onyx PH win 2-0. Mukhang dinosaur yung dinrowing ko, pero okay lang yan. Hedgehog talaga yan. And that is going to be Onyx Pride running wild because that is a huge statement and a huge victory para dito sa side nila. And to be honest, I really like the identity na pinapakita dito ng mga teams. Tanggalin na natin yan. Yan, malinis na. And as we head in to the item build, may mga, going back to what I was saying, may nagkakaroon na ng identity yung mga teams natin ngayon. Kung sino bang mas malakas dito sa ganitong team, may kontrapelo ba? Meron ba talagang innate weakness si ganito sa ganyan? So we are seeing a clear landscape kung ano nga ba talaga yung mga gusto nating makita pagdating sa playoffs natin. If you're an Onyx fan, you are 100% happy right now. And to be honest, that was a phenomenal performance coming out from them. And this is what really surprised me. Look at this. That is a Hellcurt jungle. Clearly, Onyx PH, ito yung gusto nilang playground. Yung madami silang pwedeng paglaruan na hero, madami silang pwedeng paglaruan na playstyles, and they will just try to go for those, sabihin na natin, unexpected twists para dito sa side nila, just to catch the team off guard. And look at Omega right now. They were not prepared for that. Heath is shut down for 2 games dito, and you don't see this often because tatandaan natin, Heath is Mr. Consistent. Yung sinasabi natin, consistent si Heath, and Mr. Fundamental siya. He knows what he's doing lagi, and yung mga maliliit na bagay, pasok na pasok yan para kay Heath. But the thing is, this time around, we did not see it in any way. That is a good job coming out from Onyx PH. If you look at the items, yung pathing nila dito, maganda. And look at the items of Oh My Venus dito. It's clearly clearly stretched out into the favor talaga sa side ng Onyx. It's a 13-5. This is self-explanatory. At this point, let's head in to the post-match data. And as you can see, yung total game time natin dito is at 15 minutes and 33. Usually, ito yung kailangan na oras ng mga marksman to pop off. But it seems to me na hindi na kinailangan dito ni Wise na talagang mag full-blown effort para manalo sa game na to as si Iyakno pinlex ang kanyang muscles dito with the Hellcurt, just showing us na kaya ko pa rin magbuhat eh. Dati ako yung nag-granger nung season 4 eh. Ngayon, balik tayo dahil binigyan ako ng pagkakataon netong Project Next na ilabas ang galing ko, ilalabas ko na. Yun ang nangyari sa side ng Onyx. So, if Blacklist has this on their arsenal, nakapagpalit-palit din sila, mpl-ph is showing us na kaya din nila yun. And Omega right here, they were caught off guard. Omega is a strong team. But for the side of Omega, they were not prepared for this setup. And to be honest, they tried their own style. They put Chang'o on Toshi, but it didn't really work to their favor. And that side lane Chang'o really did a lot of damage, 42k, but it wasn't really enough to take the game back into their favor. 9-1 in terms of towers, 3-0 in terms of turtles, and 2-0 in terms of getting the Lord. And that is what makes mpl-ph a team to look out for papasok ng ating playoffs. Yan yung adjustments na kailangan natin makita from each team na nandito. Just evolving, adapting, and lahat ng pwedeng gawin mo just to get that victory and just to get that trophy. Let's head on sa ating smart highlights of the game. And as you can see here, ito yung sinasabi natin na sobrang aggressive ng ginagawa ni Iyakno. And look at this, the counter initiation. And Iyakno made it in time. Nakalabas siya in time para hindi siya tamaan ng disables. And those were the things na kailangan mong gawin if you really just want to be effective. Kailangan todo uptime ka. And look at the burst damage. Siya yung pinupunta. Well, si Iyakno, ang dami niyang pwedeng targetin dito. He can go for Haze. He can go for Heath dahil si Heath dito is at a 0-5 at this point on, 10 minutes into the game. Even Toshi is going to be popped kapag kaganyan yung nangyayari. And grabe pong mess dito si Iyakno. For most Hellcurt players, kailangan nila yung Petrify para talaga ma-set in place yung kalaban nila for the Deadly Poison Stringers. Pero ibahin nyo si Iyakno. Si Iyakno papasok yan at magde-Deadly Poison Stringers yan. Tamaan lahat ng tamaan. Pero may isa siyang mabuburst out. And clearly, those were the things na ginamit ng mpl-ph para manalo sila. Major props to the other 4 pero breakout star para dito sa series na to or sa game na to. It's going to be Iyakno for sure. 7-0-4. And look at the adjustment. mpl-ph, where are you getting this stuff? Diba? Clearly having that those items, Blade of Despair, Berserker's Fury, Raptor Machete, and you even have the Endless Battle on your side at meron ka pang isang item na bubuuin pa sana pero you didn't really make it in time. And Hellcurt dito, could we see this as a trend? Could we see this as something na gagayahin ng ibang teams? Because as we all know, mpl-ph, they've been known to shake up the meta ever since Season 4 and they could probably do it again and again and again. So, with that in mind, we have our MVP of the game in our interview, si Iyakno. Iyakno, kamusta?
Ayos lang.
Maayos lang. Kamusta yung feeling na nakakapag Hellcurt carry? Ano yung pakiramdam? Yung nakakapag-carry ka ulit, yung mga ganun, mga Hellcurt, ano pakiramdam sa'yo?
Ano?
Kalma ka lang, hindi. Baguhin natin tanong. Ano yung feeling mo na nanalo kayo? Ano yung feeling mo na nanalo kayo against Omega?
Masaya.
Masaya. Ano ba yung mga pinag-practicean nyo bago kayo pumasok sa laban na to? Siyempre, tinalo nila yung brand, di ba? So, ano yung mga pinaghandaan nyo laban sa Omega? Ano yung mga ginawa nyo para manalo sa Omega?
Tinanggalan namin ng hero seat.
Tinanggalan ng hero si Heath. So, si Heath
si Toshi.
Tsaka si Toshi. So, napuwersa sila sa mga uncomfortable na position or mga hero. So, ito ba talaga yung usually ginagawa nyo or ngayon lang nangyari to para sa side ng Onyx PH na nag-focus kayo sa isang tao?
Dati pa namin ginagawa yun.
Dati pa nila ginagawa yun. And ibig sabihin nun, madami kayong alam pagdating sa mga pinipili ng mga kalaban nyo. So that means na talaga nag-research ang Onyx PH. So, Iyakno, shoutout na lang para doon sa mga fans mo, para sa mga sumusuporta sa Onyx PH. Ano yung message mo para sa kanila? Ikaw na bahala. Alam ko madami ka gusto i-shoutout eh.
Shoutout daw, shoutout.
Ayan, sige.
Shoutout nyo guys.
Shoutout si Buana. Shoutout si Buana Lilier.
Ayan, sinoutout. Oh.
Sa ano, enjoy ito.
And yeah, I think that's it. Maraming salamat, Iyakno and Onyx, para doon sa interview na yon. And let's head back dito. Daming sponsor ng Onyx eh, no? Sana all. But still, one of the things na you really have to look at here is we do have our QR codes na lalabas dito. Yes, that was a good series, especially game number 1. That was some high-level stuff that happened there. Pero grabe yung pinakita ng Onyx ng game number 2. Onyx PH, if you scan the QR code right there. For Omega, scan the QR code right there. And support the teams. Kailangan nila kayo, especially na lumalapit na ang ating playoffs dito. We are just ilang week? 3 linggo? 3 weeks away from the playoffs? Mga nasa ganon. So, a lot of things are still going to happen, and especially yung laban natin mamaya napakainit nun. It's going to be NXP versus Aura. Pero this is our giveaway code para dito sa session na to. Isa pa. Meron pang isa. Bonus giveaway code kasi 16,000 katao ang sumali doon sa may ating mythical raffle draw. And kung hindi nyo alam kung ano yung mythical raffle draw, then I think it's the perfect time to explain kung ano nga ba mangyari. We do have our QR code and link right here. We do have our link right here. And to be honest, if you look at it, it's bit.ly/MRD-W8. That is bit.ly/MRD-W8 para makasali kayo dun sa week 8 ng mythical raffle draw. And that was a fun series, ladies and gentlemen. And to be honest, I can't say anything else kasi talagang napakaganda ng setup ng mga teams natin dito. And with that, we are going to head doon sa ating third series, which is Aura versus NXP. But before that, we would like to thank our sponsors, our official tournament telco partners, Smart, Squad Up, Rank Up, and keep up with your favorite teams as Smart powers up your game with free games for all. Get up to 14GB for Mobile Legends and Facebook Gaming for 7 days. Simply download the new GigaLife app and choose free games. Official sponsor, Realme. The Realme 7 series is now available nationwide. Join the revolution and own the fastest charging smartphone in the country. Like and follow Realme on social media to know more. Official sponsor natin is Gillette. Get free diamonds with purchase of Gillette's Mach 3 Razor, Vector 3 Razor, or Blue 3 Simple Force Pack in select Pure Gold doors nationwide. We also have